Good morning. I keep doing these first thing in the morning, so this is as raw as it gets. Oh my gosh. This is it. Woke up first thing with this visual of someone getting stung by bees everywhere. Okay. Very interesting. Don't know who that's for, but it was there. Just taking a minute to breathe and come into this space. Calling in my ancestors and my guides, saying a prayer over my life, over this moment of the journey that I'm in right now, which feels big, feels like a landmark, feels monumental. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm asking for my guardians, my guides, my angelic sentinel to be here and to speak through me into this world for whoever might need to hear it, forever, for me, or if it's just for the plants, the plant kingdom around me. That's okay too. Super grateful right now for opportunities where I can go play with friends, putting the call out there, who wants to go sit at the beach and bring instruments or bring your speaker and bring our fire toys and just play and be with each other. That's felt really healing. And opportunities where I have another friend and she's holding down ecstatic dance every Sunday, and I love that, man. We had a great DJ the other day, and I love when there's music and you can just like start shaking the body, just shaking, and being with other people who are moving funny, and everyone's just wanting to release energy and release it in a way that's like outside of the box of like normal daily movement. Like, oh, I'm here and I'm talking to you, or I'm doing this job and I'm acting a certain way. Because we're all so human. And it's like, well, if that's the case, like, that's boring. Like, we all look like humans, but we're all so uniquely different. And the way that, you know, God energy moves through each one of us is such a unique thing. And I feel like that energy really wants to have expression in its own unique way and not be locked in to a structure that's not normal for it, that's not that's not natural for it. It sure is normal for society, but it's not natural. Which brings me to someone I listen to often. I really like his stuff, Dr. Gabor Mate. I'm pretty sure he just came out with a book. I haven't read it yet, but I'm supposed to say it right now. I'm pretty sure the title is something like The Myth of Normal in an Insane Society, something along those lines. Because what might be normal is not always natural to the human spirit. So, finding places, environments, community where we get to step out of that a little bit. You can do improv classes. I have another friend who's doing amazing improv classes. It took me a while to go to it too, because I was very, even in the structure within the improv, I thought that was going to be like a theater improv class, and I was going to be required to be like, like get up on stage and have to think about what to say and be quick and witty and funny, and I just, even the thought of that would make me freeze. So I wouldn't go. And then his is called like Improv for Social Freedom, and he's around and he's traveling right now on the mainland. So you could look his stuff up. He's amazing. His improv classes changed my life. Improv for social freedom, where like you're like playing make-believe for a couple hours and being with other people who are willing to say yes and reflect back to you whatever it is that's coming out of you, and get just little prompts here and there in different ways of connecting with other people, and wow, the vibration in those rooms is just like next level. It's like it's just pure goodness, and it's coming from each one of us who are just remembering that that's our natural state, is to be in like a child and playing and being in joy and goofing off, and even talking about it right now, I can feel it's like changing my vibration and how I woke up this morning. Because I'm going through hormonal shifts right now in regards to my cycle, my feminine cycle. I like to call it moon time. So if you hear me say that term, that's what I'm referring to, the feminine menstrual cycle. But that's boring too, so it's my moon time cycle, where I'm at. I'm in what I would call the descent, where the our happy hormones somewhat drop off a cliff and we start going down towards when we're finally gonna release the volcano. And yeah, so the energy of that, especially after this last month. June was my birthday month, and I've been doing a lot of fasting on and off, and it really has kicked in, activated some big movement of energy in my life. Yeah, so feel free to leave messages if any of this stuff like is pinging, you know, sparking interest or whatever inside of you, and you want me to talk more about any of those things. I'm open to that. I'm totally open to that. If you want to hear my perspective and my opinion on some of the stuff that I have sought out, or it has sought me out, and has helped me greatly in moving energy. You know, because energy isn't. Yeah, everything has like a positive or negative. Sometimes it has both like aspects within it, but nothing is really but not as a judgment of the mind whether anything is good or bad. It's really just, it's all just in its truest form. It's energy, and energy just wants to move. I had a teacher who used to say that. It's all just energy, and energy just wants to move. That's all it wants. So if you can let go of the judgment, right or wrong, because the judgment up here locks the energy down, and just let the energy move. Wow, this smoke is really going for it right now. Just clearing out, clearing out the energy. Speaking of, wow, yeah, I have a lot more energy turning this video on, turning the camera on, and doing this video this morning than I thought I would. Yeah, because like I said, my hormones are like in a certain place, in a certain way. I keep touching myself, trying to like, what is happening? I don't. I can't fix it. So stop trying to fix it. Oh my god, so silly. Maybe if I touch it enough times, it'll be perfect enough for my ego to finally. I'll reach. Maybe if I touch it enough times, I'll reach perfection for my ego to be okay. Oh my god. Let's see. Yeah, coming back to what I'm really grateful for. Really grateful for places where I can play, where I can connect to others in that play. Yeah, that's been really good. Really, really grateful for community. Yeah, whether it's playing or finding people that I can talk to. Yeah, I've been really, really, really feeling the difference lately. Let's see, how do I express this? So it's really important to have people that we can share our truth with. People who maybe are like a little bit like a third party to our life. Maybe, you know, so they can give a backed up perspective of when we tell them what's going on. That's always very helpful. So really, really grateful for like people in my own family that I can talk to like that, and then also having a therapist lately. That's been very, very, very helpful. And then I've really been noticing it's been like a very stark contrast right now in my life, where if people who want to call themselves friends, whether they are there in my space to support and have the ability to like offer something, from themselves into this space, or if they're there to just if they're just there to receive from me. And I grew up being a mediator, being a caregiver, a caretaker. That was never hard for me. That was a skill I came into this world with, looking around and who is it that's got problems going on, and at a very young age just stepped into, okay, I'm gonna be responsible, and I find a lot of value in myself, in my ability to do that for people. But I am finding where there's a line lately where, like, that, if that's what I am doing with people, then that needs to be acknowledged between both of us, and there needs to be an equal exchange there of energy on some level. Which for me, it does have to be financial at this point in my life. If that's the space you want me to hold for you as a doula. I am a birth, life, death doula. I'm here for to hold space for that transition. As I was talking about earlier, that movement of energy from one form to another, and to hold space for the rebirthing process that is really wanting to happen in across the planet right now. And the gift, the great gift that we have, that the magic of that we have the capacity to have that, to die before you actually die, to be born again in this life, in this same body, the gift that is to this beautiful, beautiful body that we find ourselves in. That is a great gift, and I have a lot of honor and respect, a lot of humbleness to hold space for that in the ways that I've been called to do that from the time I was young. But yeah, seeing the stark contrast of where, if someone's in my experience just wanting that from me and not reciprocating anything in return, and then getting angry when I don't continue giving it, that's been really interesting. That's come up a lot this last month. So that's definitely, there's deeper layers to that within my own life that I'm taking time to look at and find, what am I holding in my own space? It's like magnetizing that way of relating with people, and the part of me that might want to give into fighting about someone else's perspective of reality and my perspective of reality. I think I brought that up in an earlier video. And then people who are there in my life who, they might offer opinions, but they're not giving it in any way that's telling me I need to do or be, or something specific for them. Just friends who are there to support, or we start having conversations and there's really equal energy exchange, and coming out of that where you just feel really like I said, like your energy's moving and your energy is bigger, and you're feeling high vibes. I like to call it high vibes, but not not substance induced high vibes. just natural hormone chemical high vibes. So yeah, this is a good conversation starter for a lot of things that are of interest to me and things that call to me. And yeah. Okay. We're gonna leave it there today. And leave it there in grace and in love and in facing ourselves through the mirror of life, through the mirror of reflection. It's quite the ride that we find ourselves in at this moment in time. Wherever we might be on the planet, knowing that each one of us are holding a lot of space in the physical body in what we like to call the third dimension. It's a very key space that has a great effect. I'm still learning about it, but it has a great effect on every other dimension, every other, yeah, that's my alarm to wake up. Too late. I already did that. Yeah, but the third dimension that in this body is a key component within the web of life and like all the different dimensional layers, realities of life. I think the third dimension is like, yeah, on a spider web, like I'm the spider, I'm the thing that's actually, weaving more things, and wherever I go on the web, like it's gonna affect, and it's gonna send waves out to every other version of me, and whatever every other version of me might be going through. Even this, like me starting to do some videos and trying to like not put pressure on myself, because that's when I run away from things, but do these videos and see how that moves energy and in the world, but within what a lot of other people want to call like past lives and whatnot, but it's simultaneous lives. They're all happening right now, and this dimension is pretty, it's a key dimension. So just like saying a prayer into this space at the end of this video for every one of us who's stepping into taking responsibility, who's stepping into our ability to respond, and our ability to be the initiator and the creator and the architect, and remembering our agency and our will from this point to make choices. and that play of making choices and also listening to guidance and what's the best way to move for everyone, to be in good relations to everyone, every one of my selves, everyone in my family, in my community, to everyone, to the plants, to the whole of Gaia. How can I move in a good way? In a way that can be helpful, assisting, encouraging, supporting, releasing, freeing, liberating, breathing. Yeah, this is my prayer today. And blessings to anyone who finds this and wants to connect. Feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, whatever that comment might be, that whatever you feel like expressing. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful day, finding more ways to connect and to play and pray and create. Yeah. Talk to you later.